Alright, what's up y'all? It's your boy William Uchiha, and today we are here with a new video. This is something a little bit different. This is making a tier list of every Marvel movie that came out so far. Besides Eternals. I haven't watched Eternals. Okay, now the recording of this video actually happened about a week before No Way Home came out, but I sort of got lazy and was not really working on it. And I just got it done. Obviously, I went to go see No Way Home. That movie is amazing. I am doing this video with my boy AnbuJae. Go check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. He went to go see it too, and we both agree this movie is S tier, God tier. I believe it falls right under Endgame, Infinity War, No Way Home. If we're including the Miles movie, however, Miles and No Way Home is really like neck to neck. Like honestly, one can go above the other and I would not be upset. They're both really good. It's hard to pick a difference. It's hard to pick a winner between the two. Also, the movie Shang-Chi, I watched that. That wasn't the best. Honestly, it low-key felt like a DC film. Like take that how you want it. It wasn't that good though. It wasn't that good. I haven't watched Eternals. I heard many bad things about it though. I will watch it, but I'm not going up there with high standards. But everything else, yes, we both watched, or at least I've watched a few times. So without further ado, let's get to the video, man. All right, bro, you ready for this video, bro?
Yeah, indeed. I'm
yes, sir, bro. All right, so we're gonna be doing the we're gonna be ranking all the Marvel movies from the MCU. I threw in the Spider-Man from the Tobey Maguire and Andrews, and then we also got Logan in here. I was gonna do all the X-Men, but we'll be here all night if we do if we do all the X-Men movies. So yeah, so we're gonna just be ranking them. We got 5 sections, bro. We got God tier, really good, decent, and yo, cause like, what's up with this, man? And then we got Sakura. We all know where Sakura at. Trash, garbage.
That's foul, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get those jokes to go away, but this isn't really helping. But I don't care, so it is what it is.
Sometimes oh my god, you and this drink, bro.
I gotta have that morning coffee, bro. You gotta have that morning coffee.
What do you have to do, Will, bro? Come on.
Oh, bro, it's 3 o'clock, bro.
3 o'clock, bro. Like the morning coffee. It's afternoon.
All right, so what movie we trying to kick it off first?
I think we should kick it off with the beginning. You feel me? Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1. Okay. Honestly, I would put that in really good. I wouldn't say that's S tier, but it was a really good movie. It's solid all the way through and through.
I think because I remember because I tried to rewatch all the Iron Man movies like months ago when I had Disney Plus, and I was like the first one was really solid. I was like, it's a good way to start.
It is, yeah, and it was what kickstarted the whole MCU universe. If it wasn't for Iron Man and a few others, we wouldn't have what we had. So I just feel like it's missing something to put it in S tier or God tier, but like I feel like it is really good. Like it's probably like missing 1 or 2 points for S tier, but definitely high, really good. So we're gonna
like this club. It's honestly really good. Definitely a solid movie. Yeah, I think that's a great spot to put it at.
Do we just want to go down the whole sequel, like 2 and 3?
I would say if you want to jump down, if you want to go down the sequel, you want to jump around from like.
Well, I mean, we can jump around. We can.
All right, so we did the first movie. What about like most recent? What's the most recent Marvel? Like
the most recent I got on this list is Black Widow. I didn't see Shang-Chi or the Eternals, so I can't really rank them without watching them.
Yeah, I forgot the Eternals even came out. I'm kidding about you.
I heard it was all right, like, but we can do Black Widow.
The first 30 minutes of Shang-Chi, it seemed good. I just didn't finish it.
It is on Disney Plus. I mean, yeah, so I might have to watch that.
But you said Black Widow.
Yeah, we can do Black Widow.
honestly, it's decent. It could be in the AO, bro. It could be in AO because like I don't know I don't know if it was COVID that messed it up or like what it was, but like I just feel really rushed. Like it felt like, and they wasted Taskmaster.
Bro.
But they were some baddies, bro. But they were some baddies in the movie, so
that's why it's decent.
That honestly, bro, it could go in AO because the ending scene with the girl trying to kill Hawkeye because someone said Hawkeye killed Black Widow, and that of its own was definitely forced. And you know what? We can put that in AO. That gotta go in the AO because that's.
I don't know. The movie I don't know. It just seemed very boring. I mean, it was a good movie, but I feel like I just wasn't like entertained for more than like 20 minutes as a whole.
Yeah, I would rewatch it for background noise. Like if someone haven't watched it and they want to put it on, I'm okay with it. Or if I'm just like watching the universe in order and like it's next, I wouldn't skip it. Unlike some movies, we'll get to that. But I don't know. It wasn't as hitting as what they needed, especially since it was like one of the movies right after Endgame. Like Far From Home really hit, and then Black Widow just was low-key disappointment.
Yeah, it could have been a lot better.
Yeah. What's next?
You pick one. I've already picked two. Go ahead, pick
I feel like I picked Black Widow, but you know what? We can go with Thor Ragnarok, bro. Cause what you think? What you think? Cause I already
the movie now.
What?
Man,
that's good. That's God tier.
Well, push it with that one.
Honestly, I already know I'm gonna get hate for this. I think it's in the AO decent category, bro. I honestly do. I was not a big fan of Thor Ragnarok. I was not.
Nah, bro, because we not gonna let that slide.
I feel like it was just carried on the whole Hawk versus Thor. Like that was like the biggest point of the movie, and then that was it. Like
so we're not gonna talk about the last like 15-20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, the fight against Helen, but like it was sort of, I don't know, it was sort of stupid. Like the whole little, you're not the god of like hammers, you're the god of thunder. Like I feel like that was like a cheesy like character development moment, and I don't know. I will say though, it was the best introduction for Infinity War because like you know like it picks up in the next movie's Infinity War.
See?
So I could put it in decent. I don't know if it's definitely not God tier. It's not God tier for me.
I think there was a lot really done well with that. Well, first off, with the hammer being destroyed, that led to Cap. I mean, that without that happening, they never go through the time travel thing and get the hammer back. So that never happened.
They could have just not broke the hammer. Like I feel like they used that just for a good tease for like an ad, for like an advertisement. Like that was like, oh, I know how we're gonna get people to watch this movie. Let's just show a clip of Helen breaking Thor's hammer. I feel like that's exactly what went through their mind.
That moment was used so that they could insert Thor's stronger weapon into the MCU.
Stormbreaker.
Like by having Hela, like I feel like the MCU, like having Hela just appear was kind of weird. But I mean, already know Hela is his sister. Hela is the like a villain type, like you know. So having Hela appear and then break the hammer, and then you know we have to get Stormbreaker.
I don't know though. It's weird because because Thor when he fought Helen used a little bit of lightning, but like is base Thor with no hammer, just pure lightning is stronger than Thor with the hammer and lightning. I don't know, dude. That's sort of funky to me.
Because the hammer was used so that he could it was like a lightning rod because he never really understood it. It was his crutch. So when he lost the hammer, he had to learn that he was the god of thunder. I feel like it was evolutionary. It taught him how to do his thing.
Yeah, I guess. I guess we could decent, really good. Which one? I don't
want to put it in really good, but you're hating it, so we can go in decent.
We can go in middle ground. We can go with decent, cause
man, can't believe they said decent.
Ayo, cause like, all right. What's next?
Next, Spider-Man about to come out, so No Way Home. I mean, not No Way Home. What is it? No,
Far From Home?
Is that the first one? No, Homecoming.
Oh, Homecoming. Okay. Homecoming. That one was really. I'm still between decent and really good because that one was really, really, really good. I feel like. I don't think it's God tier. I don't think it's God tier.
Yeah, I feel like what's his name? Can't think of his name.
Who?
Vulture. I feel like Vulture wasn't strong enough. I feel like if Vulture was more of a comic book or like video game or like version of himself, just a stronger version of himself, instead of just being some 40-year-old man who found some alien tech, if it was like the real Vulture who's like a genius who discovered who built this tech and like then it would be really cool. But since it's just some dude who found this old tech,
they sort of dumped him down a little bit.
Yeah.
I could put it in really good, or I could put it decent, maybe high decent, low really good, but
I think it belongs in really good. I mean, it's the start. It's Spider-Man with the MCU. I feel like it did. I mean, it was. I think it was a really good movie. I think they did well with it. I mean, there was a couple things, but like I think it was a really good movie. I love the whole like him liking the girl, and then you find out that's her father. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, no, that was a good twist. That was a really good plot twist.
I'm waiting on Miles.
Miles,
I think about was the fact that we met Aaron, and with meeting Aaron confirms Miles is a part of that universe.
Yeah, bro. I can't wait for that. I think Peter Parker's a little bit too young still, though. Peter Parker needs to be at least 20 or something, like a little bit older.
Actually, the blip. Remember, 5 years. So Peter, cause think technically, yeah. Well, no, not always. Sometimes Peter's really old compared to Miles, but in some universes, Miles is only like 2 years younger than him. And with the blip, technically Peter should be like 21.
So Miles is on track. Miles about to.
So Miles technically could be on the way for like next movie could have Miles Morales. We never.
Hey, this movie we can get Miles. Stop playing. We already entering.
I would have been spoiled for that by now. I feel like there had like
someone would have said. Hey, we gotta look at the cast, bro. Watch the cast, and we see the little black boy in it, bro. That's Miles. That's.
Imagine we saying this. We go watch the movie. There's like Miles Morales in the background. But I'm done.
I'm being alright, bro. So really good.
Yeah, really good. Definitely. I think that movie was like amazing. And we also got one of the strongest Spider-Man feet of all time. Of all
the fairy feet.
Yeah, the fairy feet. That was a crazy moment. We should get a god. I want to hear your argument for the first god tier on the list. That's what I want to hear.
Okay, god tier. Yeah. Like, do you want like an obvious god tier, or you just want like, I never thought of it this way, god tier?
Yeah, I want one that I feel like you think is like it's god tier, but other people don't agree. I feel like I know what you're gonna say, and I don't want to hear it.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty much with everybody on like god tiers and like terms of most of these. Okay. I don't know if we can put this in god tier, but let's go with Ant-Man, bro. Let's go with Ant-Man. Because Ant-Man is really, really good, right? He's a god. He's a god tier, bro. Even if you want to say Ant-Man 1 wasn't, Ant-Man 2 was fucking beautiful, bro. One of these two are going into god tier, bro. I don't care which one.
I'm a kid about you. You tripping.
What?
Better than Ant-Man 1?
Huh?
You think Ant-Man 2 is better?
Yeah. Ant-Man 2 is definitely better than Ant-Man 1.
No.
No. Ant-Man 1, Ant-Man 1 was really good though. But I think Ant-Man 2 is better.
I think Ant-Man 1 was better, man.
Ant-Man 1 is a classic. I definitely appreciate both of them, but I just think Ant-Man 2, maybe because the movie's longer, so we get a little bit more. Like Ant-Man is just a down-to-earth character. Like, he's your average person if he was thrown into the Marvel universe, bro. I just love him for that, bro.
I think Ant-Man is a really good character.
He is.
But
he's really
God tier. I think God tier is too crazy for Ant-Man. I think like we can argue a really high, really good. But
Yeah, he is definitely really like he's definitely on a higher end of really good. Like one of these two at least.
To say Ant-Man 1 and Ant-Man 2 are God tier, that means you have to say they're better than every movie we've listened to so far.
Yeah.
I
I would argue that like Ant-Man, I don't think Ant-Man is better than Iron Man. At least the first Iron Man movie.
I don't think so. It's just like it's too. I don't know. Ant-Man was a really good movie, but like the nostalgia and power behind Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Crazy. I don't think so. I think you could argue both of those for like really good. Though. They were really good.
We can put both of them in really good.
I think personally 2 wasn't as good as 1 though.
We could put them both in really good here.
Indeed. See, 2 birds with 1 stone, man. 2 birds with 1 stone.
We haven't touched Captain America yet.
You want to touch one of his movies? Which movie we thinking?
I would probably I think Winter Soldier is S tier, the God tier.
Okay, I haven't finished Winter Soldier, as I told you earlier, but I'm willing to agree with that based on how far I got into the movie.
Everything about it is good, like from start to finish, is action packed. We got introduced to a lot of we got introduced to Hydra, we got introduced to Sam. We got the corruption of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, and we get introduced to Peter Parker in the movie too. It's like really, really subtle, but like they have like this machine that is target like this aircraft that's like targeting people. It's like people with really who's our potential threats. People who are really, really smart, who got unique abilities. He started naming off people. He's like, we got a boy in Queens, because like Peter Parker lives in Queens. He's like, we got somebody else. So like they like sort of like subtle hint like a lot of things in that movie. Same with Age of Ultron. That's why I think they're like movies that set up further movies in the MCU. Like great, like they were great movies, bro. But yeah, I think Winter Soldier is up there. So Age of Ultron, bro. We already know how I stand, bro. That's God tier.
I think Age of Ultron was the worst out of the 4 Avengers.
I think the worst out of the 4 is definitely the first one.
No.
Because Age of Ultron, like I said, it set up so much stuff. Like it broke down the Avengers. It sort of put a divide on them. Or like, you know how Civil War, it was like we had Team Cap and Team Iron Man. Age of Ultron already sort of introduced that, because once Ultron came in, Tony wanted to build, wanted to continue working on Ultron, and Cap was like, no, we gotta shut it down. So we already seen the division, and we seen which characters would go on what side already. We got introduced to Wanda, Wakanda, Hulkbuster. There's just so much, like it was so much.
I gotta pull up this clip because I don't remember Wakanda from this movie.
They're like and it was like one of the first times the Avengers took an L. Like it was like right because remember like Ultron did drop the city and it killed a lot of people. So like a lot of people are looking like at a different light with the Avengers, like, oh, these guys are superheroes, but they couldn't like save people then, or like people saying that like, oh, if it wasn't for the Avengers in the first place, none of this would have happened. Especially because Tony Stark was the one who caused it. Like Tony Stark was the one who caused Ultron to be a thing. That's why I just love it. Like it was really, really good, really, really controversial. Like got here.
I think it was decent. The thing about it is like, I feel like in that movie, I don't like recall too much craziness like with like, I don't know. I feel like the biggest word that the biggest scenes for me were like anything with Thor's hammer, as I already said, the scenes with the people picking up Thor's hammer. We learned that more people are worthy than just Thor. The end scene, Quicksilver dying, that scene.
Quicksilver was like the only bad thing about that movie, because like,
bro, I can't get over that. What else? I feel like the Avengers, like that. The problem with the movie for me is like when I was watching it, I was so young to the point where like I didn't understand the concepts of the foreshadowing that was happening. Yeah. So for me, when I remember the movie, I'm thinking, all right, They just was pulling shit out of their ass.
Yeah, you probably just thought like, oh, we're just fighting robots, like.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I was getting Ultron was just sick of Tony Stark.
Yeah, you just seen like Ultron as like this like little like sort of like a little kid mad because like
Ultron was just a little kid who was sick of his father, so he wanted to kill him. Like now that I'm looking back, see the little bits of foreshadowing. I still don't think I'll like the movie. I'll probably watch it later just because now like I'm thinking like, dang,
that movie was a like, and Ultron is like a really good villain, at least like to me. Like even though it might come off as him trying to get back at like Tony Stark or whatever, he wants the world to like evolve. Like he said, like the reason why most of these crazy events are happening is because of the Avengers. But you guys have too much pride to see that. Like, and that's sort of like, and then after they lose, like after like all those people die and the world are starting to question the Avengers, that sort of like shows what like Ultron was talking about. But yeah, so like we could put it in really good, but I think it's God tier. I definitely think it's God tier.
I guess we can slide in really good for now. I'm gonna rewatch it later, and if my opinion on it don't change, I can't, bro. It's just like
yeah. I do not. We're not about to go get it. I thought I had Hawk in here, like the Incredible Hulk movie.
It's not in the MCU.
No, one of them is like one of the like it's considered MCU, like, but I don't. Yeah, bro. It was definitely going into the AO column. Like that's automatic, bro. Maybe even Sakura, bro.
I've never seen it. I'm never gonna watch it. So
it was mid.
I'll be involved myself with that one.
It was mid. It could have been all right. Like I don't know. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst.
What's up next?
Well, we can do Captain Marvel.
Bro, put that in either A or E, bro. We're not even gonna dispute that.
Yeah,
one,
we could
bro.
just go ahead and just skip that one. That was automatic.
I feel like it just wasn't it. I don't know. Something was off that.
It wasn't. Yeah, they introduced an OP character in the wrong ways. Like
you're so broken yet so annoying.
Yeah, like she is. Like I'm not gonna like sit here in front like she's like weak. Like she's strong as fuck. She's just her character is bad. You can't have a strong character and a bad. Like you can't be overpowered and bad character. It's just not a good match.
This character. What's next, bro? This is horrible, man.
Let's see. Doctor Strange.
You know something?
What's up? You never watched it?
Hey, I've seen like 5 minutes of Doctor Strange, and it's not that I just don't want to watch it. I just forgot it existed. Like
Doctor Strange is it's really good. It's I would put it in decent, maybe really good, but like definitely solid decent. Like it's not bad, it's not terrible. It's sort of long, but I mean all the Marvel movies are, but I don't know. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not like Iron Man level, but it was definitely like solid. I would put it in decent. We can go Avengers Endgame.
Endgame? I mean, I feel like the answer is obvious for that one. I feel like a cinematic masterpiece. It's got
masterpiece. All right, bro. It's definitely going into Sakura.
What? Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. Endgame is definitely like there's really nothing bad you can say about it, except for that one was like 3 hours and like 20 minutes long, bro.
That one probably was just long.
That was about, but it had so much stuff to like. We had to go from like the defeat, Ant-Man coming back, going to go find Thanos. Well, no, the defeat, going to go find Thanos, killing him, coming back, seeing how they live in depression. Ant-Man coming back, time travel. Coming back, snapping everybody back, the final fight with Thanos, Tony's funeral, like everything was just, there was just so much to unravel. They needed every minute they could spare.
Yeah, I'm happy they made it like one really long movie instead of doing 2 more per hour.
Yeah, because Infinity War was like 2 hours and something, and Endgame is 3 hours, 5 hours just right there for just content, bro.
Crazy, but it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was good. No, it was definitely good. Like, yeah, there's nothing bad you can say about it.
Man, that was that the way that movie theater was jumping would never I feel like I'll never experience that again. Like a movie theater that loud and happy with like
Oh, definitely.
I mean that's what like 10 10, almost, yeah, it's like 10, 11 years of just of meticulous work, constant,
Dude,
like,
yeah, the amount of work put into like all of these movies, besides Black Widow and Far From Home, all of these movies was pulled up all the way up into Endgame, and like all of them was necessary, like except for Captain Marvel. All of them was necessary to build this story. So yeah, Endgame is definitely.
That's crazy, dog. Captain Marvel cannot take a dog.
Literally, bro. Samuel L. Jackson carried that movie, bro. Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think it's really good.
It was really good, dude.
It was just a really solid movie. I think it, yeah.
Really good or God tier?
Huh?
Really good or God tier?
I don't know, because I feel like the ending was really cheesy. I'm not gonna lie.
Really,
to you. The power of friendship? Yeah.
Well, it was like I like it. I like it a lot. Like that power of friendship, even though it was cheesy, it was like necessary because Quill needed to learn how to trust people again, bro. And it was really good. Soundtrack's godly. All the characters are godly. I don't think there's a bad scene in it.
Yeah, so I think yeah, it probably is God tier. It was like the Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best movies in the MCU, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like that movie was really, really good. Like it was.
Like all of it was just really done well. Let's get.
All right, we're gonna do speed rounds of all the Spider-Mans.
Yeah, let's do speed round. So Spider-Man 1. God, watch that.
I'll put that in decent. I'm not even gonna front. Gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I'll put that one in decent. Spider-Man 2 though is golly, but Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 1 we're going decent. All right, yeah, I'm good. Spider-Man 2. I don't remember Spider-Man 2 either, but I do know some of the scenes, and I think Spider-Man 2 was actually really good. Like
Spider-Man 2 was really good. Like honestly, I would not like. I would. I don't know. I would put it in God tier. Like if we had a subdivision between God tier and really good, I would put Spider-Man 2 there.
Really high, good, or
yeah, really high, good, because it was really good. Like from start to finish, it was really. Spider-Man 3, I would put it in decent. I would decent, maybe even AO, because that one was not hitting as good. It wasn't.
You don't think so?
Nah, I mean I was fucking with the black suited and like Sandman. It was just I don't know. It was just weird.
I feel like they tried to fit the whole Sandman backstory in there really aggressively, and I don't think
they were trying to fit him in there. They was like, oh, well, that guy who you killed wasn't really the killer of Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
it was somebody else. And it was sort of weird because, like, you know, they went through this like huge character development. Like, oh, Uncle Ben wants like somebody to go get revenge for him and kill somebody. Like, that's not the guy he stands for. And Spider-Man was like, oh yeah, you're right. So let me not do that. Just for him to do it in Spider-Man 3. So
like we just regressed. Yeah, no, I feel like you're definitely decent.
Yeah.
It didn't really do anything. I feel like it was Venom. I feel like fighting Venom was cool. That was a cool like thing, you know.
And honestly, I would say that Venom fight was like cop out because like the sound thing or whatever. Like he just so happened to fall next to some pipes. And...
I just started clicking on the walls. I was rolling, bro.
Yeah, no, like that was low key a cop out. Like I guess you could say, oh, it was a smart way of him defeating Venom. But at the same time, dude, I don't know. Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Alright, now look.
Oh.
Personally, I think Amazing Spider-Man 1 was a good movie.
I think it was good too. Like honestly, not even gonna say here in front. I do like that one a lot. It was really good.
I think the whole scene with the city trying to help him get to the building, all that. That was amazing. I think Spider-Man 1 was a really good movie. Spider-Man 2, I can't make an argument for that. I'm sorry.
Oh, Spider-Man 2 is definitely decent. AO. Probably, I would say.
I personally feel like he's been one of the more accurate Spider-Man. He's just been like the way he fights, the way he thinks, all of it. It was just really.
At Spider-Man 1, he was making a literal web underground to try to detect the lizard. He was like fighting and crawling around the lizards, like sort of covering him in silk. Andrew is definitely really good. A lot of people give him shit. I don't know why, but
I think a lot of the hate towards Andrew is for Spider-Man 2, and it's not even Andrew's fault. Electro just wasn't a good villain. I'm like no disrespect to Jamie Foxx, but his character was just bad, bro. Like I'm sorry, like, I was on TikTok, and they showed the scene where Gwen hit him with the car, and it just pissed me off. Cause how do you get hit with it? You can fly, bro.
Yeah, he can fly. He can literally dismantle himself and put himself back together. Like that. Yeah, that shit is bad.
Like,
I forgot how they even beat him. I just rewatched the movie and I forgot how he got beaten. It could have had some potential, but
yeah,
the way it was done though, it's too late to save it. But Into the Spideyverse, God tier.
Yeah, I don't even. We didn't got argued.
There's nothing bad you could say about it. I guess you could say that like, oh, it's overhyped, but like, I feel like it gets the hype it deserves. Yeah, no, I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, instead of having the Uncle Ben story, it was like Uncle Aaron, but like Uncle Aaron hit different than Uncle Ben, bro. I don't know why, bro. He just hit different. You can say it's because I'm black. I don't care. It probably is, but I like that. Like that was cool. All right, so we're down to like 12 movies.
Oh
yeah. So
God, we would God, like.
We already 3, 4, 7, 10, 14, 18. We already did 18 movies, bruh. God, there's a lot of movies. Yeah. So, go ahead, throw me one.
Where you going? All right, Captain America: First Avenger.
First Avenger, that's really good too. Honestly, I would maybe put that in God tier too, because
God tier.
It's real. That movie was really good. Like,
I did like that Captain America movie,
but
I mean, I'm willing to put a God tier.
I could put, yeah, we could do God tier because that movie was just so good.
It was a really good movie. Oop! I just undid my thing on my thing. Hold on, wait.
Dang.
There you go.
Oh, so I got the movie Logan on here, even though it's not like MCU.
Logan?
I decided to just put it on there. I don't know why.
Logan right now?
But honest, Logan is really, really, really good, dude. I would maybe argue God tier, but definitely really good.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that movie. There was so much coming into it. I feel like
it was like the perfect way to kill a superhero. Especially since like Logan been going on since like 2000, maybe 1999, 1998. And like we see him in all these movies over the years. And then he finally dies. And like, I feel like that was, honestly, I would say Logan's death was better than Tony Stark. Tony Stark was just really, really more popular, I guess.
I think Logan was an amazing movie. I feel like with everything, all the build up, all the characters, like all the stuff that we've seen Logan as a character go through to build up to that final his own movie, and then like to let him like die and like, that was a good movie. Yeah, I'm okay with that being his go. The ending was crazy.
So it's a God tier or really good?
Either or, it's up to you, man.
Yeah,
I think it's arguable.
I'll make some people upset. Because I already know some people are going to be like, you put Logan over Spider-Man 1 and 3, you're stupid. I'm like, all right, buddy, whatever.
Hey, it was a good movie. I mean,
let's see, what's next? Black Panther.
God
tier. That was easy. Yeah, there's really nothing bad you can say about Black Panther. And honestly, don't even feel like a Marvel movie. Like, it feel like it's a movie of itself. Like, it's really, really good. Soundtrack's God tier. Action's God tier. Spider-Man Far From Home? Sort of missed that one.
Far From Home? I'd say really good.
I would say really good too.
It was just all around this. It was just a Spider-Man movie.
It was a Spider-Man movie, and then like it's set up for No Way Home. Like,
yeah, I'm saying it was like the biggest part of it was like the ending with Mysterio telling them everything.
I hated that, bro. I was so mad. I did not like Mysterio at all. I cannot stand him.
He definitely wasn't over that. That was uncalled for. He ain't never do it. He could have let it slide. He could have just died happy.
Yeah, he could have just taken L, bro. I hate fucking.
Don't make those.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Really good.
Really good. I would put it in decent. I would put it decent.
Decent?
Yeah, it's not as rememberable. Okay, Yondu's death though, like like that scene, yeah, like got me like that. I was like, yo, they killed my dude, bruh.
All right, I was sure it's not really good because now I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to realize I'm thinking of some of the scenes from Guardians 1 and I'm trying to think that,
Yeah, it's not really memorable. I just felt like it was like a movie. I didn't really feel like it was like, it was nowhere near the first one. I'm okay with it being indecent. Oh, so now we're getting, you want to do the first Thor movie? I forgot. We only did one Thor. Honestly, I love Thor. Like, he's one of my favorites. I would put it in, I guess, really, really good to decent. Like, it was really good movie. Like, all in all, I would probably say really good.
Really good. Yeah, I think it was just a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a solid movie. I'll say it's not like not too good, not too bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like super good, but it was just a good movie. So really good.
But then Thor: The Dark World.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really remember. All I know is that Thor mom's died. Jane gets the one of these stones for a little while, and that's really all I remember. And I watched that movie like twice, and I still can't really remember it. So it had to be like a decent movie at best.
Yeah, I don't remember this movie at all. Like it's a blank for me.
Yeah. So now we got the 2 Iron Man movies: Civil War, Avengers 1, and Infinity War.
All right, this is Avengers 1.
Avengers 1, I'll put that in decent. Not decent. Really good. Really good.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I'll put that in really good.
I would say GOAT, but I feel like God tier, but I feel like it's missing something. It was part of an amazing series, so I have to give it at least.
It was good at its time, but then we seen better, so now I want better. And Avenger, like the first Avenger movie, isn't hitting my better standards. Iron Man 3, we could put that in decent.
Decent?
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't like, I don't think it was really good.
I'll give it high decent. I feel like it was a
decent. High decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause it was Iron Man 3. It was all right. I would watch it, but like I wouldn't like put it above like anything higher than that. So, and then we got Iron Man 2.
I feel like there's. What do you think? I want to hear yours first.
I would probably still put it in the decent, maybe really good, but like really.
Okay, I think Iron Man 2 is like a low, really good. I think
really
it's better.
Good?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think it was like a low, really good though. I think it was
I could put it there because like, yeah, because I mean I did like the movie, like I enjoyed it through and through, so I could put it there. I can put it. We could do Civil War because.
All right, I'm coming off the boot. God tier. I'm coming.
God tier. I'm coming out the booth with decent. Decent, maybe even AO, because like I would say decent.
All right, I feel like we watched 2 different movies. Okay, first off, right, the Civil War big fight, like not the.
I feel like it was only carried off of that fight. The whole movie was carried off that fight.
Okay, because like, all right, look. So first off, we get the argument between Tony and Cap. What should we do? Should we follow the government? Should we
I love the writing behind it, but like what they did was they messed it up by adding the whole little like Bucky killing Iron Man parents in it too. Yeah. Like, so I feel like Iron Man's motive went from like we need to do the right thing to like fuck this, I'm killing Bucky. I don't care what we do as long as Bucky's dying, I'm okay with it because like.
I think that was the only, like, I feel like the end was the only bad part of the movie.
Yeah, like, I did like the introduction of Spider-Man. I love the introduction of Black Panther, especially Black Panther. I was like, yo, who is this nigga, bro?
Like, all the Black Panther scenes were so cool because it's like, you see Black Panther trying to kill Bucky after literally blowing up his father, like.
And then he gives forgiveness to the dude who did it. Yeah, it's I would put it in really good, I guess. I don't know if it's God tier though. Like I feel like it was carried off of the massive fight in Germany, and then like it slowly, like I love the argument, like should the Avengers be with the government or should we be a free agent? I would be on the free agent side, so I guess I'd be on Team Cap, because I don't think the government has the best knowledge to know what to do with that type of power. But what you would call it? But like I feel like it just got overseen because like Tony just wanted, like he like morals sort of got twisted and he just wanted to get revenge by killing Bucky. So.
Yeah, I feel like, all right, I'll accept it. I think I'll put it at really good. I feel like it was a really good movie.
Yeah, I would put it in really good. I would.
I feel like the only bad part was like when Iron Man found out that Bucky killed his parents, he just split the script and just became like, all right, bro, he gotta die. Like,
and then he started blaming Captain America for like the reason why the Avengers like broke up. He's like, if you walk out that door, you're no longer an Avenger, and give me back my shield. Like he started being like real like petty, like sort of like a little kid, like you and your friend get in an argument and you're like, oh, well, give me back my shit since we're not friends no more, like sort of thing. But and then lastly, we got Infinity War.
What's your thing?
I could put it in God tier because it's Infinity War. It was just an all-out action-packed movie, start to finish. I actually fell asleep twice during the movie though. I did. Like I was like in the movie theaters twice. I watched it. I started to fall asleep, and then like an explosion would happen, and I would jump back up, and then I fell asleep again. And then I went to the theaters again to watch it, and I think I dozed off again. But like it is really good. It's really good. There's a lot they had to squeeze in there.
Yeah, it was a lot squeezed into a short like concept. I think they did really well with that, trying to put all that information into one like start, and it felt like I got everything that I needed from that movie.
Yeah, it was definitely set up for in game, and in game did not disappoint. So
Sure.
we could put it in God tier.
Indeed.
So yeah, bro, this is our whole spectrum on how we view the MCU movies. I feel like it's pretty. Some of this looks so weird. People are gonna look at this like Iron Man and Ant-Man is in the same category. Oh man,
what's poppin'?